a fumble and a recovery by Arizona. And that ball's out. It's out. And Isaiah Simmons is the blind Prescott had to scream.
It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he also is the guy.
And I keep on forgetting to change my super kick.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down around the 25, officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I should have ran his ass over. He wasn't doing that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That's the play. But, take a lot to do it.
But getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. No better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You come back and run essentially the same play again. You can move the ball in the decide to throw the ball
They
out
can
because
have
usually
all the
they have the
passing
defense
bit.
back on its heels.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense
Pass
these
it
past
can
few
be
downs.
bit.
Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They run. It's Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. We get our first
They be
look
running
now
too slow,
at
man.
Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
See, the running is just weird as fuck on the man. Like,
He's hit and dropped.
these niggas don't go right now.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like, we don't want to slide.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And on the last drive,
How to go from 3rd and 19 to 2nd and 10?
opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's a game of
Good
matchups,
job.
and that's why you take your receivers
He's like,
and
can't see the
around
game.
a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the
I'm
coaches
not trying
talk
to bitch the
about
line,
how
bro.
great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
I don't know what situation I
That
was
makes it
in.
hard to defend. I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A good catch there for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But last year we saw some bigger catches. The NFL leader in yards per reception in 2020.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This is
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
2nd and 4. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Bro.
Coverage and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I didn't do no type of training
So big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Steps into it. Incomplete for Christian Kirk.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll drop the throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
But I'm glad he did
Sure,
that.
he saw the
I
linebacker
don't think he's
there
going
as
to run
that's
that
batted
fucking route
down
like
and
that.
incomplete. Well, the incompletion,
should
yes,
have
but
threw
maybe
somebody.
here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue.
What? Why you throwing like that?
Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Is y'all kidding me right now,
Second
bro?
interception for him now here in this first half. And
He
you got to think he's a
not gonna
rookie,
fucking
Charles.
with
How
this
much does
season, bro.
confidence start to become a
Fucking
factor?
I think that's a great
I
question
should've
because
floated there,
that's what they're going to check on.
I'm trying
When
to
he gets
leave
to the
him out, man.
sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates
Go.
going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's got Lewis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's complete to Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped
This nigga
inside
had
the 40.
all day to throw the
Now the
ball.
Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their
Nobody.
timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30
Got it.
seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers again now. Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter
And they
number
couldn't
2.
get the ball, bro. It's fucking insane.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers, a check down here to Jones. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got an open man. It's Scantling. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Oh, that's good to shoot.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
Bro, who good shit, bro?
Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
So what made something drop off like
We're
this?
seeing these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant
I know
throw as
my
a result.
dude.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Where dude he was going? Shit.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. And they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Bro.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
How was that a fucking throw like that?
Finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for.
How was that throw like
that? 3
that?
interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
He said, why the fuck he cut in with a defensive
just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see
through
through his
with a
face
fucking
mask.
safety.
There's a lot going on in between the years.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to
How
make.
do you get all
but here's
blocked?
what he needs to do. Get
Why
through
is
this
nobody
game.
blocked you?
Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones again on second down. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. To throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Again, it's Jones.
Come on, man.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You see the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
First on
life and what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Another catch for Valdez Scantling. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones.
Bro, how the fuck?
Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. On 1st down.
Look, people have been creamed in the back. Like, what's the fucking hits on this dude?
We're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
There's no interception. He's coming back on my for Bill for the first
next. Now Rodgers.
Bro.
goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a two-score game right now if he had converted them.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 6. A minute 36 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive. Okay. About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Well, this one complete downfield on the left side. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Damn, I
He's taken down. Now the Saints will use
I don't like
their
going empty anyway, but I just don't feel like I ever
they'll
have.
stop him with a little over 30 ticks
Like
to
what
go
I
in the
need.
football game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
That man no time.
Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. This one badly.
Factor here late. He'll just take it. 25 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Pass complete, it's Adams. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Rodgers to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. We
I feel like I want to.
It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New Orleans, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here.
Get no takeaways. I
They're
keep
able to
both
hit the road
people.
next
I
week
hate
to
it.
take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gunn saying so long, everybody.
Making face, and she look ridiculous, and then pussy look too pretty. I might get a kiss. You don't know I fucking bitch when she change the way she look. You can get another chick, she like fucking in the mirror. I put other than her booty, then I throw them by her ear. Cause I beat her real fun, I can make her disappear. Got it love up in my body, I think I got the advantage. Got it Creole in my body, I might pull up to Miami now. How your bitch will down my zipper after taking off her panties. Got it love up in my body, I think I got the advantage. Got it Creole in my body, I might pull up to Miami now. Texting all these niggas, damn, I know they think you slim. How your bitch will down my zipper after taking off her